Welcome to Jurassic Park 5. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is the 5th movie in the Jurassic Park timeline, well, kind of. I feel like you have Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3, and then, alright, Jurassic World's its own thing. So you can see it as one trilogy and another set of movies that's aiming to be a trilogy, or just one set of 5 movies. Point is, we're getting the band back together because Isla Nublar, the island where Jurassic World is located, it has a volcano that's gonna blow up the entire island. So it's a rescue mission. They gotta go there and get some of the dinosaurs off of it. Do they come up with good reasons to bring Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard back? No, well, not really. For her, it's like, you ran this facility. No one knows this island as well as you do. Except one could argue the contractors that put up the fence perimeter and really constructed the park. I feel like they'd probably know the most about the layout of the island. But great, now we have her back. And you trained that blue velociraptor? Well, you know what? You're back too. And really, this movie is broken up into 2 different storylines comprised of 3 different acts. I mean, every movie has 3 acts, so that's, yeah, no kidding. What I liked about this movie was the first act and the third act. The first act is essentially everything on the island. I was really skeptical about that stuff. I was like, all right, island's blowing up, this time, whatever, it's lame. But really, a lot of intense elements were there. Did it all make sense? No. Chris Pratt keeping pace on foot with an ash cloud from a volcano, whatever. But damn it, we got to see some destruction. That's fun. And that's what I come to these Jurassic World movies for at this point. I see the Jurassic movies like the Predator movies. The first one's the classic. It hit the nail on the head. It came out swinging and it completely worked. The second one is a legit attempt at a sequel, not as good as the first. And every sequel after that's like, all right, well, here's some stuff and whatever sticks, sticks. The destruction of the island aside, there were some moments on that island where there's a dinosaur and you don't see it, and then there's this flash of light and it's there. It's like the background's dark, you see a flash of light, something's there, and the person still doesn't know what's going on, then another flash of light's a little closer. Fun monster movie stuff right there. But then we get off the island to the second act, and that's when it slows down. The movie doesn't pump the brakes. For me, it really slammed on the brakes. I was like, all right, maniacal company doing maniacal company villainous things. I like a good supervillain entity as much as the next person, but let's go. But it just slowed down way too much for me. The movie lost so much momentum in the second act. Some interesting things that were going on, but I can also read a news report of interesting things. Different than entertainment that flows. Then the third act picked up again, and we have ourselves our monster movie back. Granted, it's a lot of stuff in the third act that we've already seen in other Jurassic Park movies. It's a chase sequence with this new dinosaur and our heroes. And a lot of it I felt like I saw in Jurassic Park 1 when the 2 raptors were hunting people down. Even has some shots, some moments, I'm like, that is straight up from that sequence from the first movie. Point is, between doorknobs being opened up and a little girl trying to close a door that doesn't quite close as something's running after her, I've seen it. Doesn't change the fact that I was entertained in the third act because that's what I came for. That's what the trailers set my mind up for. It's what the first act promised me. It's what the third act delivered. There were actually a couple of attempts of moral dilemma I appreciated. Didn't always stick the landing, but I appreciated that they went there. In fact, I would argue this Jurassic Park movie does best what other Jurassic Park movies just talked about, which is the fact that these dinosaurs are not monsters, they're just animals. They're animals like lions, like bears, like any other animal that we have in our world in our time. And I know Alan Grant has that conversation with Lex in the first Jurassic Park movie, but actions speak louder than words. You can talk about it or you can show it. And I felt like this movie showed that premise very well. Jeff Goldblum's in the movie, kind of. I mean, he's in one scene, not quite sure he actually knew he was being filmed. You saw 90% of him in the movie from the trailer, so I mean, don't hold your breath. The guy gets a paycheck either way, so good for him. And I felt the supporting cast, they did nothing for me. This one girl, this one dude, they're complete side characters, and if they weren't in the movie, I don't feel like the movie would be too different. In fact, you could eliminate the support dude entirely, and then make the support girl someone who's actually working with the mercenaries, which by the end of the movie, maybe she has a change of heart, and you just save yourself some setup time. Guys, in the end, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, it wasn't great, it wasn't terrible, it just was. It doesn't capture the magic of the first Jurassic Park movie, nor do I expect it to. Although it's not quite the fulfilling monster movie it wants to be, because the second act did drag it down a lot. It's not groundbreaking, though it is ballsy that they blew up the island, but for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I will say it's a step down from the last Jurassic World movie, but still has enjoyment in it. I'll say it's pretty much a fun time, especially if you're drunk. Yeah, now it's a party dinosaur! Alright, so Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what are your Jurassic movies ranked from best to worst? Whatever they are, whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.